Alright, we got a key.
It's a large iron.
I know what we got to do with this guy. Let's do it. Got no time to wait. I'm skipping all these animations. Got places to be. Oh shit. Apparently if you escape too much, the train just leaves. Who'd have thunk it? Alright. Get in there quick. Get in the train. Perfectly good key just sitting there. Oh, hold on, we gotta listen to my favorite line.
Sweet old ladies just ain't what they used to be.
They are not. Alright, time for the victory. The ultimate victory. Dun, 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 dun. I feel like this game is missing like a victory sound when you solve a puzzle. Alright, we got switch 1, switch 2, 3, melted switch, switch 5. Sparks.
It's a switch. I'd venture a guess and say it has something to do with switching the power on and off.
Thank you.
It's a switch. I'd venture a guess and say it has something to do with...
Okay, so all the switches are on except for this one.
The cable's almost completely severed. It would probably be easy to pull it out, provided I have some kind of protection against the electricity.
Which I do.
No, not with a hole in the glove.
I got a solution for that. Band-Aid glove. Let me just put my hand on some high voltage. Bwah. Oh no, the sign's broken.
Dang, Marquis, light up! Hell, it gone dead on me now. I'm going to have to fix that sign proper this time round, I just need me a ladder and some tools from the basement.
Good thing this has nothing to do with the young woman who just pulled a fuse out of this fuse box. Hey! Cortez, here we come.
It's a fuse box.
Alright, guess we're done with the fuse box. Let's go. Good thing we can't die in this game.
When's the last time somebody picked up the garbage? It smells like moldy caramel popcorn and bingo cherry cola. Disgusting.
Bingo exclamation point is the like mega corporation that is basically in charge of society. It's bingo.
It's a mountain of garbage.
Let's go in this trash can. Come on, man. I need more stuff. I got puzzles to solve.
It's filled with a bunch of dry rags, newspapers, and a half-empty oil can. Anybody say extreme fire hazard?
Oh, hell yeah, I can say that. We're on a roll, man.
All right, somebody's coming.
This poor guy.
We got us a fire.
Good thing its depth perception is terrible. Okay, I guess we need to, like, do something with the opportunity.
It's the theater's fire exit. There's no doorknob. It's impossible to open it from this side. It's a fire alarm and a smoke detector.
Okay, so... Alright, I want to check and see if we can actually move around during that. Oops. Sec.
This would probably work a lot better if I opened the can first.
Alright, let's do it again.
Alright, somebody's come.
Hell's blazes.
So my inventory isn't active. I can't move. Okay. So whatever I need to do it before I light the trash
I
can.
like my outfit. It's a closed.
Are we supposed to like kill this guy or what? Maybe we can leave a trap for him? We can maybe find some way to pry open the door or create another diversion that draws him away. What the hell is this?
Reminds me of something. I just can't put my finger on it. I feel an uncontrollable urge to raise my hands, though.
Shit.
The shadow's being cast by those garbage bags.
We encountered a few like Amazon police officers earlier in the game that are employed by Bingo. They're like armed with assault rifles.
It's a mountain of garbage.
Okay, so the garbage creates a looming, threatening police figure who I suppose could like scare the guy. Maybe we modified the image or something, or made it seem more threatening somehow.
It's a mountain of garbage.
Let's add our garbage to it. Put a hat on it. All right. Surely now, this will go perfectly. Just light this baby up and head home.
All right, somebody's coming.
Hell's blazes. We got us a fire.
Apparently, the fedora-wearing trash bag didn't make any difference. Oh boy. Okay, well we're making progress.
It's a mountain of garbage. It's a perfect fit. I'm so clever, I could just die.
So clever.
Hands up! Spread your legs and do the monkey.
Got him.
All right, somebody's coming.
Hell's blazes, we got us a fire. Now, where's that voice coming from? Show yourself. All right there, mister. Just don't you fire that gun now, you hear? I'm sorry I chased
Oh. Yeah, he like attacked the
He'll do
detective
monkey
before.
for you right now, if that's what you want, He'll do the monkey until you ask him to stop, I reckon,
You! Hands up! Spread your legs!
Jeez.
Do the monkey!
Let's get the hell out of here, man.
Stand!
Whew. A lot going on in that scene. Whew. Take a breather. Yeah, so the detective was outside the theater before, and we scared him off by giving him some like gooey candy, and then the like janitor hit the detective with the broom, and so now he thinks the detective came back for him, which we knew all along. That was our plan from the very beginning. All right, let's talk to Cortez.
All the time I spent trying to get into the theater, he could have just quietly walked out to meet me. He like kicking the guy. You have no idea what I went through to find you. First,
Do you like movies?
sure, who doesn't? Wait a second. I was trying to tell you that
I don't much like modern movies myself. They're either too loud and expensive or too obscure and self-indulgent. But old movies, really old movies, have a charm and a simplicity that appeals to me.
listen, please don't interrupt me again. It's starting to piss me off.
But I have never interrupted you, unless I've had something important to say, of course. But go ahead. What is it you wanted to talk about?
Why did you make me search all over the city for you?
Search for me? I've been here for hours, señorita. I haven't moved. The question ought to be, what made you go out of your way to find me?
It was all a test. Our first encounter with Cortez was in an art studio, or in like an art gallery. So it seems like he's going from like medium to medium, right? He starts with the art, tells us some like stuff about it. Now we're in the theater. He has something to say about that. Very introspective about media in this game.
We agreed to meet this morning, remember?
As I remember it, there was no agreement. I said tomorrow, but you refused. I assumed you weren't interested. I apologize for making myself unavailable, however.
Sure you do.
Don't give me that. You wanted me to come looking for you again.
Actually, no, I had to lay low for a few hours.
Does it have anything to do with the cop that was staking this place out?
Yeah. So it was a good thing I didn't stick my head out the door to look for you then, no?
He's gone now. Are you in some kind of trouble with the police? Wait, don't tell me. Immigration.
No, señorita. Not the police.
Jeez, that's
There are
presumptive.
bigger players than the police.
I don't want to know. I'm not getting mixed up with the mob or gangs or anything like that.
There's not much you want to be mixed up in at all, is there?
My life's complicated enough as it is, Mr. Cortez. I don't even know what I'm doing here.
Answers. You want, you need answers.
Yeah.
You keep telling me that, but you never give me any answers. Just more questions. Like, who's out to get you? What's going on with me? How come you know so much about me?
I plan to answer all your questions today, April. By the time you go to sleep tonight, your world will have changed, and nothing will ever be the same.
You're just being cryptic again. It's like soap opera sex. Lots of boring dialogue, and when they finally go to bed, everything's dark and covered by blankets.
You want the full Monty then? Come with me.
It's creepy.
No more talk.
Creepy
I
metaphor.
will show you the truth.
So is this Casablanca that's playing on the background?
This is probably as good a
Nope.
place as
Well,
any.
we're never gonna know.
At least there's no one around to see, except rats.
To see what?
Stand back, señorita.
What for? What are you doing?
Why, Alice, I'm sending you through the looking glass.
Let's get weird. Fuh.
What? What is that? Please tell me it's a hologram.
It's a mirror to reflect your dreams.
I don't see anything, just light.
Oh, you have to step through.
Step through that? Oh no, I don't think so.
This is the moment of decision, April. All time, past and present, revolves around this moment. The destiny of worlds is in your hands. But you must make the choice on your own. La vida es corta. You must decide how to live it best.
Again, I'm presented with a choice, and I have a strong feeling that it's not a choice. Like, I'm tempted to say no, just to see what happens. But then, of course, you don't want to say no because you might miss out. So I'm like, alright, I'll do it.
All right, I'll do it.
Vamos. Enter the light.
Don't say that, it sounds too ominous. Just tell me what's gonna happen.
You're about to take the first step on the longest journey of your life. But don't worry. I'll be waiting right here.
I must be insane to do this.
You
Yes,
are insane.
It's pretty much a given.
Alright.
It's the theater's fire exit.
Oh, I almost forgot. When you're ready to come back, pay a visit to a friend of mine called Westhouse, Brian Westhouse.
The dream is so powerful that it skips frames.
Vaya con Dios, child, and may the balance protect you.
Cortez?
Dude.
Cortez! I have a bad feeling about this. Wait, what was the name Cortez told me to remember? Westhouse? Brian Westhouse? I think that was it. Cortez said to look him up when I wanted to go home. Well, I want to go home now.
Instant regret. Alright. Well, we're in Dreamland, or wherever it is. We've taken the red pill. Or the blue pill, one of them. I don't remember which one's which. These are some cool... Look at this. Some kind of magi. He's got some sort of obelisk that he's using. These guys look important. Got the rear end of Hercules there.
He looks like some kind of priest.
Alright.
Et tu? Emilie, tu vas?
Latin?
Do you speak English? Parlez-vous français? Habla español?
Aku, stakayan paras. Inomalante kandra, ton maris orethesiton.
It seems Latin-ish, but I don't think it's actually Latin. Just
Aku
listen to him.
kandi. Good.
Good.
Niranton alvoch. Sank al koda magic.
Magic.
Torante. Salhe. Naven. All tongue.
What does Altum mean?
Maris. Tu verinelian aran tu torant loc eton.
Who are you?
Ken esan Maris ortona. Magicean poseiton. Sare alvoca in iriam.
Magicane, like magician. Kind of wish I could just look at this in plain text.
Sankis tue. Tonan tu ken alvoch. E magican ian ton an asans.
There's Cortez.
Tu tone e ken. Tu ken vernilia fata tim tu vermilian ton. Aku tu fata. Sequandare. Ken estare. Ton. Aku kandi.
Alright.
Av orta I beginning. Parasintin you. You have piesa I magic I Sara. I the knowledge. Aritira ya I tue by generations e umani. Knowledge of all tongue.
So it's like the more he talks, the more we understand what he's saying.
What do you mean by magic and knowledge?
Magique. Ken ean sane tue toranke. Loc maris.
Feels like I'm in Star Trek TNG right now.
Aku kandi. Av or
You're starting to make sense.
magique. Ken ean san. Aku. Av orta I beginning. Now you have allowed the magic to enter your heart, and the knowledge of all tongue, ever present but dormant, to guide your ears and your tongue.
I understand you. You speak English? Why didn't you just tell me straight away?
No, child. I do not speak English. I speak Naven, all tongue, the common language of Arcadia.
Guess I'm Arcadian.
Wait a second. How did I get here? What is this place and who the hell are you?
Oh, my manners have abandoned me yet again. I'm afraid my preoccupation with ancient texts and the company of my fellow fathers have left me unequipped with the grace of social intercourse.
Meaning
Social intercourse?
That I have been rude. My name, dear child, is Tobias Grensret, and I am the vestrum of the Sentinel, the Order of the Balance. We are the fathers.
Seems legit.
Okay. I'm April. April Ryan.
I take it this is your first shift? Your
Capital
first
S shift.
passage through the divide?
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I guess this is my first shift.
Then I will explain everything. Someone must. You are without guidance, without a mentor?
Mentor? There's this guy Cortez. He assisted me, told me about magic and truth and dreams and portals. Crazy stuff. Well, it seemed crazy at the time, although now I don't...
Cortez? Ah, yes, Cortez. Very good, very good. Then come, let us proceed.
Let me show you Mercuria, the grandest city of all ages.
All right. Anywhere's better than Newport, man. We're on a roll. We're solving puzzles left and right. Found our way into Mercuria. Made our first shift. Interestingly, we worked a shift earlier in the game. I don't know if the words are meant to be related at all, but there's some interesting coincidences in this game so far. Doodaloo. Nice.
Explore Mercuria, April. See the sights, meet the people, and then, when you are ready, return to the temple. I will answer whatever questions you may have then.
Okay. Whole new world to explore. This is awesome. Got a new diary entry. I guess we're going to miss our date with Zach. And why am I not screaming and frothing and tearing my hair out when I obviously should be? When confronted with the impossible, isn't your mind supposed to just snap? Perhaps because I've had so many vivid dreams about... Okay, now I don't even know if dreams is the right word anymore. Visions, perhaps? Or even better, premonitions. That's in keeping with the theme of this place. Magic. Oh yeah, magic. Apparently, I'm simply supposed to accept, without question, that magic does exist, which is impossible. But clearly not impossible enough, because here there is magic, wherever here is. Still, in the face of all this strangeness, I feel normal. For some weird, inexplicable reason, and even though I have still to wrap my head around the concept, I accept this place. It feels comfortingly familiar in a distant, hazy way. And even though I want to go home, like right now, excuse me, I'm not picky. Not at all, just a little bit. Oh, and I should write that name down before I forget it. Brian Westhouse. Last thing Cortez told me to visit Brian Westhouse whenever I wanted to go home. So I guess Brian Westhouse is our way to shift between these two areas. Alright, what do we got here? Got some stalls.
The whole fountain's been carved in one piece from a granite-like material. Very impressive.
Alright. City. Temple. Check out the stalls. See if I can buy any magic potions. What do we have here?
What a sorry-looking bird.
Hey, you don't look too polished yourself, lady.
Oops, I didn't know you could talk.
Didn't look as if you could talk either.
Alright, talking bird. Not taking any of our shit.
In a world without the screen, that's what passes for entertainment. And it's pretty darn good.
The capital S screen was referenced in the previous area. Sort of like a 1984 vibe about it.
My intuition tells me
Maps.
that he sells maps.
That sounds useful.
Maps. I got maps. Do I interest you in a map, miss?
Maps.
Hand-drawn and
Top-notch
quality
maps.
by skilled sunriders. Ain't no better in all the Northlands.
How much are your maps?
That depends, miss. I got a very nice one here of the border mountains for only 6 herons, fresh from the quill of a sunrider. Maps, get your maps here.
Real salesman. Unfortunately, we only have dollars, Not any errands.
Do you sell maps of the city?
Can't help you there, miss. The Guild of Tourism has monopoly on city maps. I can tell you're not from around here, or you'd know that. Got tons of maps of all the Northlands, though, from the city of Tyron to the Bay of Fire. Maps!
I wonder if we're going to go to all these places. So I guess they have a guild-based economy
Where
here.
can I find the Guild of Tourism?
They're closed for the holidays.
Sure,
Naturally.
that makes sense. Mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Yes, maps!
Okay, just can't stop saying maps.
Do you know Vestrum Tobias?
Everyone knows Vestrum Tobias, girl. He's been an important part of this city for as long as I can remember.
What can you tell me about him?
The Vestrum is an honorable man, but a conservative one, and I don't know if he still has the best interests of the people at heart. Sometimes I think he worries too much about custom. The Sentinel have been our so-called protectors and keepers of the balance for so long we don't even think of it anymore. But
So they have the
now that
balance out here.
Vanguard are introducing a new way of thinking, new philosophies. I'm afraid the Sentinel will find their power diminish before too long. Their resistance to change will be their downfall. Mark my words.
Downfall.
Their downfall for certain. And Tobias, honorable man that he is, will be remembered as the captain who went down with his ship.
So they have the balance out here.
How do you get along with your neighbors?
Maybe I can stoke the flame between these two.
Him, miss. He takes great joy in robbing people's purses. You can't beat him, not without magic, and he doesn't allow magic at his table.
How would he know if I did use magic?
Oh, he's got one of those blasted talismans. They're always digging up magical artifacts in Shagagriel, and they sell them to dogs like him for a silver coin or two. Get a proper job, you son of a mole!
So I guess that's how I'm gonna get some money in this world.
What do you know about Stark?
Stark is a name that
There's
exists.
Strange customs and machinery. To be in Stark. I'd give my right leg. Well, perhaps not my right leg as such. You really need two sturdy legs to stand on in this business, or you'll find yourself... yes, a grand place indeed, free of this blasted, chaotic, unpredictable magic. Does no good to anyone. Now, machines built by man, controlled by man, in servitude of man. That's the future, isn't it?
It sure is.
Yes, the Vanguard may be a little unorthodox in their methods and teachings, but they're right about one thing. Stark and Arcadia belong together, not apart.
Okay. So notably, this story is a frame tale. It begins in a setting that looks like this. Like this magical land. And they were talking about the balance at the beginning of the story. There's like some old lady who kind of opens up the prologue. And then as soon as the old lady starts telling a story, we get into April's head. When we start following her perspective. So now that frame tale has come back into the original world where it's being told in. So presumably April is important in this area. Maybe to preserving the balance or something like that.
What's Arcadia like?
What can I say about a whole world, girl? It's a beautiful place for sure, but we're stuck in the past. We don't look ahead, not like our cousins in Stark. Magic is all well and good, but it won't bring our world into the modern age, and Arcadia is untamed. It's wild and unpredictable. Good for the map business.
Good for the
sure,
map
but not
business.
So good for productivity and expansion.
Productivity and expansion.
Oh, some people may consider our world a paradise. The Sentinel, for one, they'd prefer to keep it just the way it is. Me, I'd like to see some changes, and fast.
Thanks for your help.
Maps!
Maps. Okay. Interestingly, the world that April comes from, it's very sort of on the nose about being kind of dystopian, right? Like it has this 1984 vibe. There's these like corporate cops running around with assault rifles, right? If you like take the train, you go to prison for 5 years, or if you take the train without paying your fare, you go to prison for 5 years. Um, there's like no labor protections, like your boss doesn't want to pay her. So it's clearly like on the nose that like that world is like a bad one. And we come here, and immediately the first person we talk to is like, we don't have enough productivity here. We don't have enough expansion. Like, we need to forget these old ways and move forward, which is kind of interesting.
Mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Yes,
Thanks for your help.
I guess there's no more questions for this guy.
No maps for me today, thanks.
Fair enough, miss, but don't expect me to come running to your aid if you ever get lost in Riverwood. Without my maps, you'll probably end up a mole's dinner or worse. Maps?
Okay.
That's a particularly sleazy-looking merchant. I wonder what he's selling.
He's selling luck.
Want to test your skill and perception with a game of cups? There are prizes to be won.
Mind if I
Actually, I'd like
couple
to
of
ask you some
questions?
questions.
Time is money, so make it quick.
What do you know about Vestrum Tobias?
Vestron Tobias, eh? The High Priest of the Sentinel himself. Did you know they call themselves the Fathers? It's a joke. When was the last time they did anything for us, the people? No. They are only interested in sticking with their outdated customs and keeping their secrets under lock. I'm getting more and more inclined to listen to these new people, the Vanguard. Their ideas appeal to me. They may be radical, but we're past due for a change. Only thing I don't wholly approve of is their alliance with the Tyrant. Filthy, dangerous people. But the Vanguard seem to have them under control, so I'm not too worried. I wish they wouldn't allow them into the city, though.
How do you get along with your neighbor?
The maps merchant? We've faced each other for 6 years now, every single day, and he never speaks a word to me except to insult me. Nose high in the sky, calls me a charlatan, as if he's the guardian himself. You know, good oversized bag of wind?
Do you know anything about Stark?
Not much. I'm not too sure if I even believe in the place. I mean, you hear the stories and you read the books. Well, I don't, but some do. A place where there's no magic, only science?
Nonsense.
Sounds like a bloody paradise, doesn't it? I mean, with my, skills, I could make a killing in a place like that.
What's Arcadia like?
What a queer question that is. What's the world like? It's big, for one, and too expensive. And they should ban Dalmari women from gambling because I swear, they have a second sight.
Thanks.
So this guy's a magic hater.
How about a game of cups?
He doesn't like magic, I guess, because he can't win his rigged game if people utilize magic against him.
What can I win?
Well, there's coin, of course. Double your bet or choose from a wide variety of exotic prizes. Like this antique Domari canter from Gien. A superb replica of Mount Tyranny cast in pure solid iron. A magic walnut from the once glorious island kingdom of Ansiel. And this, unique bird.
I want all that shit.
Keep your beak shut, you scraggly piece of... And he talks! Great for feasts and for the amusement of infants. He's our top prize, a real keeper.
How do I play?
You put your coin down on the table. I put a cup on top of it and shuffled it around with the other 2 cups. And all you have to do is guess which one hides your coin. And remember, No magic used, and none allowed. This amulet right here will light up if you use magic. Then you'll be banned. For life!
So are we gonna save scum this or what?
Okay, let's go.
Just place your bet, investment, on the table and the game will begin.
I could probably use my gold ring. Oops. Alright, let's see if we can save scum this.
Is that gold? Only valid Arcadian coin in iron and other precious metals allowed at my table, young
Dude
lady.
doesn't want gold?
Take your worthless gold elsewhere.
Gold? Worthless? Now I have heard everything.
Damn, they got gold and spades out here. Iron? He says iron is valuable? What about a push pin? No. Oops. Candy? Eyeball? Alright. I guess we gotta come back with some iron. Okay, now that the world building is out of the way. It is quite enjoyable. I like the world building aspects in this game. It's really fun to learn about these societies. Okay.